Hi there, this is Jacob Nash Algebra Lessons. This is Unit 3, Lesson 16. This is on system of quadratic equations. So we already learned about system of equations for linear equations that have no squared on the x's. But what do you do if there is a squared on there? Well, here's what you do. Pretty simple. If you know how to do the other thing, hopefully you already know how to do system of equations that we learned about in the last unit. Hopefully you already know that, but remember there's substitution and elimination. But substitution is what you can use. That's the only one that you can use for this one. And I like that better anyway, so at least that. So let's say we had this. That's one equation. And just to make things a little bit more realistic, we'll just do this. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, so what do we do? And what is our goal in a system of equations? Just to review, it's going to be where two things connect. Remember, that's what it means. Where two equations connect. And one of these has a square on it and one of them doesn't. So it's going to be, one's going to be a quadratic and one's going to be a linear one, and it's going to connect at some point, but that's not realistic because we don't know what it is yet. But the point where it connects, that's what we're finding. So what's the first thing that you need to do? You need to make sure first that the y is by itself. So it is for this one, but it's not for this one. So let's change that. That means what we need to do is just subtract 2x, and then we would get negative 2x plus x, which would really just be negative x. Negative x minus 5, that's what y equals. So let's rearrange that, and now we have y equals negative x minus 5. Now what do? We set them equal to each other. So we have x squared plus 3x plus 4 equals negative x minus 5. Now what do? You need to make things on the same side. We'll move these things by adding them. So if you add x and add 5, now what do you get? X squared plus 4x equals 9. Now what do? Now you need to solve as if you're trying to find the zeros, which you're not. So in this case, you would only get one answer because you're not finding zeros. Well, actually, what's wrong with me? Sorry. If you think about how quadratic is, if a line went through right here, there could be 2 points of intersection, so you might get more than one answer. So why did I just say that? Sorry. So let's just do completing the square, just in this case. That's kind of short to me. So we know what to do. Please watch the video if you need to know how to do that, but I'm not going to say it. So we would then do b divided by 2 squared. So that would be 4. Add it on both sides. Then we do x. It would be plus 2 squared equals negative 5. And then when you take the square roots, you notice you're taking a square root of negative. That means that it is that means that there's not any point of intersection for these. So that means it could be something like this, where they don't connect. But that's annoying because I should have known that was going to happen anyways. So let's just pretend like this happened to be a negative 9, even though it wasn't. So you would see what it's like if there actually was a point of intersection. So that would change this to where it is square root of 13. So then that means you have x plus 2 equals plus or minus square root of 13, which means that the x coordinate is going to be this, which means there are two points of intersection, and you need to know that x and y. What am I doing this? I'll just do x, y. So we see that it's going to be One of the x-coordinates is going to be this, and one of them is going to be this. Kind of not so good numbers. -2 plus and minus the square root of -13. What do you do to find the y's? Well, to find the y's, you just plug it into one of the equations. The one that seems the easiest is this one, so let's just do that. Y equals -2 plus the square root of 13 to find the first one, minus 5. Okay, so that's going to turn out to be 2 minus the square root of 13 minus 5, which means that it's going to really be -3 minus the square root of 13. Then the next thing that we need to plug in is if that was a negative, because that's the other x. That would change and make this positive. And oh wait. This was supposed to, yeah, that was supposed to turn positive. So this would stay. Wait, no, that's still negative. Okay, so positive still. So that means now this is -3 plus square root of 13. So there you go. That's not so good coordinates for where they connect, but that's what it is. These two. They're two spots where they connect. So that will be it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video where we review this whole unit. The last one of this lesson, or this unit, sorry. So that will be it. Thank you for watching.